I'm going to teach you today how to get started with video game design, and it's going to be in Unity. It all starts right here. I'll provide the link in the description, so don't worry. Go to this button, click it. It's gonna give you two choices. You do want the Unity Hub, but this is the main program right here. It should include the Unity Hub, and if it doesn't, then you're going to want to come back here and definitely get it, and I'll show you why right after I explain this. So you have three different choices. For now, you're brand new, just get the free version, and you don't need any of these until you learn how to code and you get serious, then start considering those. With that said, and you're downloading, I'm going to go ahead and take you to the next segment, which is the Unity Hub. This is what the Unity Hub actually is. It stores your version, so when you update your version, you can still switch in between your old Unities, and you can modify your own projects, or you can update and import it into the newer versions, and it might require some recoding of a few things. But anyway, you're not there yet. Let's get you there. Let's start your first game. Click the new. You're going to want to enter your project name, which is the name of your game. Now, if you're thinking about creating the game that you've always thought about, and that's what's in your head, get that out of your head. Right now, we're just going to do a test project, and you're going to learn the code. Save that big name for when it's that time. Save it somewhere on your computer to where you're going to remember where you want to save all your Unity files, and create folders accordingly. Now, if you want to do a 3D project, that's not what I'm covering, but you can do it. The AR, virtual reality, and all that stuff, you can do that too. But 2D, this is where it's at right now. This is what I'm going to put you onto, and I'm going to show you every aspect, the top down, the side scroll, the puzzles, anything you can think of. I'm going to give you a tutorial for that, and you will know how to code by the end of my tutorial series in every which way. Click that create button. I don't need to do that because I've already created the getting start tut, and it's going to look a little something like this whenever you do start your first project. So you're like, wow, this looks very confusing. What do I even do? Well, it's not that bad, really. Everything inside of the hierarchy is what's inside of the scene. Right now, the only thing in our scene is a camera, and you can see the camera preview here. The inspector lets you see whatever you click on. It'll show up here. And since this is the only game object we really have to click on right now, that's why I'm using this as an example. If you want to change the background from that blue, you can change it to black, you can change it to yellow, you can change it to green, whatever. So that's part of editing, and that's what the inspector is going to do. It's a very, very, very vital and important thing in here. Pretty much all of these are pretty important. So your project, you might want to use a one column instead of the two. You can kind of see what it did there. I prefer the one column because of my setup, and that's what I'm going to get to you next on. You can drag any of your tabs anywhere that you want, like you see what I did, and you see how wide this is. The camera will fix to your game view because everything in your game is going to be shown here, and this is what your game is going to look like. Everything outside of the camera view, you're going to have to find a way to get the camera to cover it, whether it follows the player or you code it to move over there. And you can move anything to anywhere, and you can create your own custom layout. And when you're done, you can go over here and save it. Now me, I have two that I run with on the regular. I call it the Skits Vision Mobile. So when I'm designing mobile games, I go here. If I design PC games, this is the layout that I like, because your project view, you drag and you drop right into the scene. It pops into the hierarchy, and you can easily edit. This is my personal favorite right here for PC. The console, it's gonna read out errors. So anytime, and you being new, you're gonna get used to this console very, very fast, because the errors are gonna come in faster than what you even know what to do with. Anytime you make a single syntax error, you're going to see it right here. Anytime you forget to put something into the hierarchy to fill whatever you're scripting, we'll get into all that later. I don't want to confuse you, but basically just get used to the console. It's going to be your best friend and your worst enemy. Now, designing a mobile game, I don't really need that big of a screen, because phones are smaller. So I prefer this because I can design my game. It's just bigger. It's about your comfort. So when you design your layout, just get comfortable. And the more that you do this, right now you're new to it, you can copy mine, you can get used to it. But later on, you're going to find your own comfort zone. Your scene will not look like this, or your layout, excuse me. But that's basically all that I'm going to cover for right now. In the next tutorial, I do plan on turning this into an intro splash scene, and I'm going to turn that into a main menu, and then we're going to go to the first level. And that's where we'll leave the next video. So tune in, and I'm going to actually show you some real coding, and we're going to get in deep. Alright? But we're going to go slow. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, alright? Thank you.